welcome to the vlog 26. It's a beautiful Monday morning, ready to get things going. Here we go. I'm pretty much the only one in the office that drinks any of this coffee. They're mostly into hooked them up with some tea. Try and get them to eat junk food around here too, but they won't touch it. So whatever, more for me. Tuesday morning, team was working late last night, getting in on time this morning. We're trying to work a little overtime and get the team caught up so we can get those customer projects in just as soon as possible. Those customers would like them due a little bit earlier, so we're trying to accommodate that and just do whatever we can to make the experience going through perception engineering something that's a wow experience and something that they're just really happy with how quickly and the quality that we're able to get the work through. So putting a little bit of extra time in this week in order to make that happen. Still looking to add to the team. A couple more interviews today. Hopefully we'll get that extra capacity in-house soon. Another day in the books. Spent some time out visiting with customers, and then over to Clarity. Cut some parts and had a lunch, and then back to the office at Perception Engineering, where I was able to work on some quotations, and we're working through a couple new customers, which is making it exciting, going through that whole contract process, negotiations, and just some exciting work coming up that's going to be great to be a part of. Also had a new intern start this week, so catching him up to speed, just here for a day next week, and then jumping back into more regular schedule after the 4th of July. Just excited to bring him on board and have him help out with some of our process projects, the internal stuff, catch us up to speed on a couple little things and go from there. Getting things started on a beautiful Friday morning, just getting prepped for the team to come in. A couple of us are heading to a customer today to do some reverse engineering on site, so heading out there shortly. It's just always nice to be able to do things on site at customers as well as here in the office. Some of that on site support, you're able to build that relationship and spend a little time with the customer, understanding their process and getting to know them personally a little bit better, which if you're playing the long-term game, it's always built on relationships, not transactional. Don't look at each customer as the next project, but kind of long-term, how you can build a partnership. Up for a customer first thing Monday morning next week, so it's the weekend, but definitely have to put in the time to make sure that orders are complete no matter what. So 4th of July weekend, running up there quick to box up the parts. The parts are done. We ran them earlier this week, and but they just need to be boxed up and prepped. Paperwork filled out, so run into Clarity Manufacturing for a little bit today to make sure that happens. So I just got done wrapping up this order at Clarity Manufacturing, and it just kind of hit me. It's like none of this was here. It was just all an idea 2 years ago. I mean, Perception Engineering, Clarity Manufacturing. At one point they're just an idea, and at some point you just need to take that idea and act on it. Just get started. This Clarity Manufacturing and Perception Engineering definitely aren't the same as what I thought they would be. They're different, they're better in some ways than what I had ever imagined that they would get to. But the fact of the matter is I got started and I acted on the idea, put a team around me that could also assist with that idea and that project. A lot of times we come up with these ideas and just compartmentalize them and set them off onto a shelf. We don't do any type of research after we come up with that idea, or in fact we do a ton of research and don't ever act on it. We just start that business plan, continue working on that business plan, never really finished the business plan and never really launched the business. So just move, get started, go, go, go. I know it's been a theme of a lot of my videos recently, is to just do it. I know I posted up a video a few weeks back, one of the vlogs that just themed just do it and just act, and that's going to be a theme through a lot of these vlogs throughout the process of building these companies. Is just pushing to do, come up with a good idea, act on it. If like we're doing a lot of process changes at Perception Engineering right now, and we think we have a better way of doing things, so we're going to try that new process. If it works, awesome, we've been moved ahead. If it doesn't end up working and it doesn't end up being a good solution, big deal, we'll go back to the way it was before. At least we've tried it and tried to make a change and tried to make an improvement. That's the biggest thing. Try, change, try something different. You don't ever know. You can keep talking, keep thinking about it. If you don't ever do it, it never gets you anywhere. Changes in your process give you changes in your future. So something to think about.
That doesn't mean quit your day job full-time right away. It means just get started on the nights and weekends. I mean, you can start putting a couple hours a day into something and get it off the ground. Kind of like what we did with Perception Engineering, working nights and weekends until it got to a point where it was beneficial to start doing work full-time and get that client base built up and kind of get an idea as to if this is really something that's going to, if it's a good business model, something that's going to be profitable, and something that's you can build actually a business off from and provide a service to customers. Spend some time nights and weekends making sure that that's a viable solution before just jumping right into it with both feet. Especially if it's a new industry. I mean, if it's something that you're looking at getting into that's been done before, and you can kind of look at other businesses that have provided this service in the past, then go for it. You know, kind of do your research and figure out if what the viability is, and maybe get an opportunity, kind of like Kurt did in the last video, to follow a different individual that has gone through the process already, that you're looking at doing something very similar to. Nothing wrong with going through and starting a business with something that's been done before. Just figure out a way of doing it better than anyone else.